Alright, let's check the audio for a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's see. Alright, we seem to be good, so let's begin. Oh wow. Hello everyone and welcome to a new Tribe 9 stream. If you're new to the channel or haven't seen before, I have actually done a few in the past. Now the thing, if you don't know, Tribe 9, the game that we are in today, is unfortunately going to be shutting down its servers in a month, in November 27th, 2025. As such, and I had done some streams in the past, playing and doing some lore reading on the game. Basically, there's these tension cards, which are the equipment of the game, but they also have stories, as you can see here. And I did, I believe, 3 different live streams in the past, reading through all of the ones that I own. It's not all of them, just the ones that I own. And yep. So we have 1 month remaining of the game. Just so you know, I've been playing daily. I would like to say every single day, but unfortunately I think there were 2 days that I didn't. One because I was just really tired or forgot on those specific days. So I can't actually claim to have a perfect login streak. Though I don't really think it's perfect because in the very first days I wasn't playing as actively and it took me a while to progress through the prologue. But okay. So we have a month remaining. I wanted to do this stream maybe to play a little bit. I will actually show what I do on my daily routine because it's close to ending actually. I'll show you exactly why. I have some objectives that I wanted to achieve in the game that I have mostly completed and I am on track to complete by the end of the game, like to finish before that. And also I did say in some of the past streams that I wanted to read the different flavor text or descriptions. As you can see, these are the items in game and each one of them actually has a description which further deepens the lore of the game. So I wanted to do that. In a way I use the stream as an excuse to archive it, but also to see it for my own, because I would probably not really do it on my own time, but I think while making a video or stream like this, it's cool. So let's begin. First than nothing, I actually haven't played today. I usually play in the morning because it takes me like 5 minutes to do the dailies. So let's do that. So in this game you can access the dailies from here. Oh my god. I actually got some connection retry while I was trying to log in just now, and I had never gotten those. I was seeing on the Steam community forums that some people were getting that, and it seemed weird to me because I never got them, but I don't know if maybe at this time they just keep a lower threshold on the servers. I'm not sure, I'm just making things up. Anyway, so this is Happy Worker. In release, this is actually just a place that's in every city's safe spot. Like you will see here, you'll see Happy Worker. It's an office that you can actually go. Same in the first city, which is Shinagawa, and in Minato. But then I think they made it in the chapter 3 update menu option, so you can access it from here. You don't have to bother going into the map, which is way easier. So you can pick up to 3 daily quests, each of which gives 40 pooling entities and 1 additional item. So what I like to do is get these boosters, because this is kind of like a stamina system that allows you to go into rifts, which is where you can get rewards. And in the first city, which is Shinagawa, there is none. In Minato there is 2, but this one is in Chaos Midtown, which takes a good amount of time. I mean, it's like a minute or a minute and a half, but you can't like quickly get to it. So I choose this one, which is where I am right now actually. And in Chiyoda, there's 3 actually. No, actually, I thought it was another one. Oh, that's interesting. No, it's only these 2. And they're actually rather close, so I would always do these ones. And I was already here, so the teleport or respite unit in this one is actually here. It's not that far away. And sometimes this will be the last one that I do for the day, so if I close the game here, it will be here for tomorrow. So It's just talking to her. Every mission has a small description of what they are. Though mostly there's like the same mission 3 times. Like there's 12 missions in each city, but there's like the same mission 3 times, and they're slightly different, the text that they keep, but the objective is the same. So that's the first one that I do, and now I will go and do the other 2, which I can easily access from here. So this next one is to fetch some items actually. That last one was to like find a missing person. Defeat those things, because you can get boosters from defeating enemies. It's a low chance, but it happens sometimes. And I am high enough level and have enough equipment that I can just KO them from the map. These level 50 enemies are the highest ones that you can see in the map. And yeah, I can actually just take them down like that, because I have pretty much max equipment, max stats. All my characters are max level. I will show it later, but one of my objectives was to get my main party to their strongest upgrade. And in general get every character to rank 6. So I did do that already. And the only objective that I have missing right now is one, to get every character to level 5 friendship or bond, which doesn't really give much, but it gives a badge. I will show it right now, since we're here. So we are in the badges or medals. For every character, when you reach level 5 in friendship, you get a medal. I'm only missing it for one character, and I am a few days away from getting it. I won't be doing it here. By the way, we have this here, which is the deliveries. This is actually kind of part of Be Worker as well. Like it was there, I believe. So you can request items. So this was a cool thing. You use friendships for this. You request an item, and whoever is following you can send it to you. And you can also fulfill them, and you actually get pooling units, the Enigma entity. So you could get like up to 30 daily, but that requires you to have enough people added, and that you actually fulfill the request, because anyone who has the other person added can do it. Ever since the announcement of the shutdown, I haven't been able to fulfill almost any, like one every week if I'm lucky. And I mean, I'm sure that most of the people that I'm following probably quit. Like, I can check that right now. We're going to friends. Following, here it is, friends. And I sorted. God, there's some connection issues right now. Look at this, 179 days ago. Last login. This is the most recent one. So, how many people? Okay, only 3 people have logged in within the past day. 4 days, 5 days, 5 days, a week. It goes down. Sometimes they come online. Okay, I don't really think these ones are coming online anymore. But I also don't want to update it, because there's probably not that many people playing. Like, let's be honest. In Steam, I don't think it passes the 100 people in peak players. And it makes sense. Like, there's almost nothing to do. Even I have done almost everything that you can currently do without like massively grinding. I like, as I had in my previous years. By the way, this is just to find these 2 girls, and that's the mission. That's kind of mechanical, because to me it is. To me it's mechanical. That's what I do every day. And at this point I will just probably just close the game and wait until the next one, and then do the missions in reverse order. So by being here I already can do this too easily. But we're not gonna stop there right now. Something else that I do. I guess let's do it right now. So, let me go here, and then I'll showcase exactly what I am doing. So, for the friendship, so here. Here's the friendship level here. For most characters it's in 5, a few of them are a little more, because I actually use them. And the only one that it's not 5 is Yakuichitaro right here. And he's only missing a little bit. Actually, I think I could. I don't know if it's enough. Gotanda, who is my main and my favorite, is at 94, and my goal is to get to 100, which is when I believe you get the gold badge. I hope I'm right, and even if I'm not, it's still my objective. So we'll do that. Now for this, I do have my team with Yakuichitaro. And what I just do is do rifts. It's the easiest way. Now I used to do the ×3, and I still kind of do, but for the purpose of the stream, let's do ×1, because the way that you get the friendship points or the bond is just based on how many overworld enemies you defeat in battle. The takedowns don't count, the ones where you take them on instantly because you're high level, those ones don't count, so you need to actually battle them. And for my understanding, from what I've been able to notice, it's just however amount of enemies you defeat. So let's go here. So we have one here. I'm gonna have him follow me. I like to just encounter them all at once. Not like it really changes anything. I'm gonna get progress of 1 right here. Have a second one here. Notice me, thank you. Gotta wait for them to come. Here's a little trick. You can pause and unpause, and all of the enemies will kind of freeze in place, so you can reposition yourself. What I'm trying to do right now is get let's get this 4. So 4 at once. So what matters is how many in the overworld there were. You see that we have 1 in here, but that doesn't matter. It's 1 again. Okay. And then there's 2 here, but that still only counts as 1. So I'm only gonna get progress towards 1 of them. I mean 4. Sorry. So that's why. So the reason I use the ×3 option is because that was to get money and stuff easier. I mean, I get 3 boosters daily, so it's a little bit easier to just spend them all at once. And I have been doing that still, but since I'm close to finishing, probably not do this anymore, because I would just do my main party with the weekly fractal bites, which is like the end game dungeon. So we must have gotten some progress on here. Yep. If not in the next one, then in the 3rd one. So let's do that again. But this is the rifts, and they are randomized, so there's many layouts. Also, there's a bunch of treasure inside, but I'm just not collecting it anymore because I don't need to. I literally don't need to upgrade anything. So why would I? I just don't waste my time, because I don't need money anymore. I don't need items. Like, I could upgrade my tension cards, which is the equipment, but I'm not going to use them, so there's no real reason. So I would normally be opening all of this, but for a while I haven't been, because I don't have the need for it. I know there's some badges for collecting a specific amount of some items, but unfortunately the amount was rather low, so I got them ages ago, and even if I kept collecting more, I was working towards nothing. So we have another 4 in here. Yeah, I'm not explaining even the fighting. I'm not really aiming to cover like everything about this game in this video. I'm just playing and talking about it, and we'll get to the lore reading part in a bit. I'm pretty much just going to finish this here soon. Oh, hello. God damn it, what's wrong with the connection stuff? I think they may just have a limit. Oh, I got it. That means you got a new badge, and when I go and check it, boom. Friendship level 5 with Hyaku Ichitaro. Alright, and that's every character. I may as well show it here. So, 95 for him, 49, 5, Kenagiku is high, 9, 5, 5, 6, 5 on the dot. 70 for Suruko, 6 for Oi, 26 for Koichi because I used him initially, 10 for Miu because I used her for Rabbit, Geo 5, Tsuki's like 8, and Joey should be like 27. Wow, I can't believe I actually had it right. I swear I didn't actually know it. I just guessed it. Okay, so that's another objective done. The only thing that I'm missing is Gotanda to 95. And I have so much time for it. I genuinely do. So I think actually I am not going to be doing the booster missions anymore. There may be some easier ones. I'll have to see, because I don't really need to. It was cool that we got that on stream, recorded on video. Alright, I guess that's mostly going to be it for the gameplay part. Let me go to some area that has some cool background music. I'm thinking in a cafe. And I'm gonna do the main thing that I wanted to do in this video, which is to just read all the descriptions of items, because I wanted to do it for a while. I don't have all of them, but I should have the grand majority or access to them. So let's just stay here. Doesn't really matter where we are. And let's just go. So let's begin with the crafting, because most of the items are here, even if you can't access them, right? You have all the codes and the different enemy drops, and especially the gifts. I don't this is not a gift. This is a gift. I don't remember what belongs to each character, but I could guess some of them. Let's just begin here. So this is just gonna be reading. Okay, I guess these ones don't really have description. Bandages, par. So this was just a machine that was able to collect data efficiently, also known as the Parimon activator. Oh, that's what the par means? Parimon activator? Where's the R though? Okay, this just helps you like duplicate good stats on drops. Oh look, these ones actually have descriptions. So heavily perfumed. This one, keep living being enemies away for 30 seconds. So this one doesn't actually work on robots. A luxury perfume that has an elegant scent. It might be daunting to approach someone with great prestige. Using this perfume allows one to feel higher class. Oh, and this one makes the robots stay away, I guess. Electroshock bomb, a palm-sized bomb. Even though it's a bomb, it does not possess any destructive power. Instead, it emits an electromagnetic wave, disrupting the transmission of surrounding areas. The robots wandering the city will move in the other direction in order to regain signal. So these two items can be used to prevent encounters. I guess if you're like low on health and you don't have healing and stuff. Then we have some dishes, which these ones are used to more quickly rise the XP, but only until a center point. So for example, this one works until level 40, but the cap is 60, right? So you actually had to get level 40 super easily, and then you have to work from 40 to 60 if you want it. And these are just the lower levels. So this was in the first city, Tuna Sushi. I guess this is mainly meant for when you get new characters, or yeah, actually, because they release as you get to new cities. So if you get new characters, you can kind of catch them up to the level or the approximate level of the city. And in this case, it got up to 40. If we had gotten the fourth city, which would have been Shinjuku, yes, Shinjuku, they most likely would have released another meal, which would be able to take you to level 50. So let's read these ones. The sushi is made from the meat of a healthy tuna fish that was still swimming in the tank of the aquamarine park only a few days ago. The wasabi is set on the side just in case someone can't handle it. Why is the wasabi? Oh, in case someone can't handle the wasabi. Oh, I get it. Mussel lunch. This one's made with rice, right? So this one's made with fish and rice. This one's made with rice and egg. So a type of mussel lunch for mussel heads who want to train their muscles. It doesn't look tasty at all. However, it's rich in protein, making it a favorite among mussel heads. And the beef bowl uses beef. The ultimate beef bowl, perfected over decades and served in a dedicated store. Served under the strict no talk, no phone rules, this dish will elevate you to unparalleled heights. Okay. Before we go there, actually it doesn't really matter. Technical tape, oh wow. A tape containing secret data, an essential material for synthesizing the par. Yeah, you need this as a material. It is said that when collecting data for compatible monsters, the sound data for specific wavelengths is particularly important. Depending on the data, the compatible monster may develop towards a certain direction. However, some say that this is only an exaggerated version of the city legend If you talk to your compatible monster gently every day, they will grow stronger. Where's the play button? And part didn't actually have a proper description, or did it? Not really, just actually describes it. Okay. Now these things, so these ones are cores. There were two main collectibles from chests. There were the cores, and these ones are mainly used in tension cards, though they also use these ones. And these are the datas. You can see, well, code, blade. Well, they're kind of data. We'll see when we get to them, because they are from lowest to highest is code, data, and then program. And these were the cores. Yeah. So again, blue is the lowest rarity. Actually, it's gray, but not many items are actually gray. And you have purple and yellow. So yeah, let's read these ones. Core of idleness. I guess, I don't know if they're like meant to represent something, and they're in material form, so let's see. A dim core emitting an enigma of lethargic emotions. Even if one doesn't feel unwell, they just don't have the motivation to take action. There's no point in forcing oneself to do anything at times like this. If there's still time, try changing one's mood. Something feels off, maybe I should take a nap. Then the laziness, core of laziness. Lethargic emotions, that's the same. Okay. Incorporate an enigma of lethargic emotions. Even the desire to become stronger can sometimes be defeated by sluggishness. There are times where one feels going lenient on oneself, but it is important to always maintain strong discipline. Feeling so lazy, I don't want to do anything. Bring me something to eat, will ya? Okay. And the core of negligence. Okay, there are many troublesome things in life, and it's okay to run away from them sometimes, but keep in mind that important matters are always troublesome. The real enemy is the laziness within yourself. Yeah, you got that right. So, core of whatever. Terror, horror, dread. Okay, so there it's like emotions, right? So this one's kind of like, that's not really an emotion, but a state, a mood. This one's the core of terror. Terrifying core. Okay, this one said dim core. This one seems terrifying, right? Because this one's kind of scary. Emitting an enigma of fearful emotions. So this is lethargic, lethargy, right? That's like a lesson. I've never really understood the term lethargy. Okay. Terrifying core emitting an enigma of fearful emotions. When one approaches it, everything becomes frightening for some reason. If one can determine what they are really afraid of, they will gain power. Ah, I'm not scared? Yep, that is true. Core of horror. A terrifying core, okay, yeah. All the unpleasant, frightening moments one has experienced in their life keep popping up in their mind for some reason. But to gain power, one needs to find the courage to face them. I will never give up. I will overcome any difficulty. Core of dread. Fear makes one's legs tremble and their mind blank. Even taking another step forward seems difficult. However, in order to protect those that are important to them, one must overcome this fear. My legs are numb, but I must face it no matter what. Alright. Anxiety, expectations, and self-doubt. Okay, so like doubtfulness. An imposing core emitting an enigma of suppressed emotions. Is it really okay to touch this? Will I be able to handle this? The core brings one an inexplicable sense of pressure, but by overcoming it, they will gain power. Don't worry about whether or not you're able to do it. Just do it. Expectations. By using it, one can gain power, but they will also receive greater expectations from those around them. One will need a strong will to overcome the pressure. The reason my allies have high expectations of me is because they believe in me. And self-doubt. Anyone who tries to use it is looked upon with stern scrutiny. The core is important, so it must be put to good use. Before one knows it, this thought has turned into pressure, and one starts to worry about whether they are really the right person for the job. Only those who are entrusted with big tasks can accomplish them brilliantly. with big tasks and can accomplish them brilliantly, can be called first-class businessmen. Okay. Core of inaugural lighting, sundering lighting. Oh, sorry, inaugural summoning and sundering. I don't really get this one. What the hell does this mean? I think these first three were in the first city, and this may have been in Minato. And I know these two are from the last city, from Chiyoda. Core of inaugural, a trembling core emitting an enigma of shocking emotions. Okay, shocking. I mean, I think they're really emphasizing like actual lighting. Touching it will trigger the memories of every exasperating moment of one's life. If one turns away from them, they will never gain true strength. I will not lose, I'll face them. Then the summoning lighting. Holding it in one's hand forces them to relive the most shocking experience of their life. Okay, like actual shocking things, I think that's what it meant. However, if one can overcome it, they will gain power. New power. No matter how humiliating a defeat may be, I will overcome it. That's what it means to be a man. And of sundering lighting. I do not know what sundering means. Let me look it up actually. Sundering, let's see what. Separate or divide, it seems. Split apart. Oh. Okay, holding it will cause the greatest trauma of one's past to run through their brain. However, by prevailing over the pain of the past, one will gain new strength. What is lost cannot be brought back, but I am still alive. Okay. And now the ones that were at Chiyoda: Obsession, Immersion, and Fatal Allure. Okay, so something that calls out to you maybe? An imposing core emitting an enigma of obsessed emotions. When one falls in love with something, they might lose themselves completely, forgetting to eat, forgetting to sleep. Some might call it unhealthy, but those experiences will eventually become irreplaceable riches. Ugh, pulled another all-nighter grinding that new fighting game. To be honest, I could never do that, bro. I do value my sleep, even when... okay, I'll be honest, I've been playing for the past week, exactly a week ago I began Pokemon Legends CA. I can't put the game down. I'll even admit to playing during my work hours when there's a little bit not much to do. But even then I do value my sleep, so I just not the type of person that can just pull an all-nighter playing or something like that. The only exception, and I have done this a few times, is when I am finishing a game. Or at least when I feel like I'm finishing a game, I will likely commit to it if it's already like nighttime. For example, Danganronpa B3. I did pull an all-nighter finishing that game because I got to like the last chapter at like 10 PM on a Saturday, and I finished the game at 8 AM on the Sunday. Yep, but that's the only exception. Like whenever I feel like I'm close to finishing a game and I'm like the stakes are high, I will not put it down, assuming that I actually can. If I have to work, then no, I won't do that, but usually it happens on the weekends. Doesn't happen always. I mean, sometimes I go to sleep like at like 1 AM or 2, sometimes 3. It depends on the game and how long it actually takes, how long was actually remaining, because I often don't know, I just have the feeling like it's going to end soon. Anyway, small story about me. Okay, core of immersion. When one has a goal in mind, it's easy for them to become oblivious about anything happening around them. It is during such instances where it is important for one to take a step back to assess their surroundings. Yeah, that is true. Stay passionate, but always keep a cool head, huh? And a fatal allure. History tells of individuals so captivating, their very presence shifts the tides of nations. Their admirers knew it was dangerous, yet they simply couldn't resist. Damn it, I just can't say no to a cute mate. Well, I wouldn't really say it like that, but okay. The last one is anticipation, aspiration, and ultimate desire. An imposing core emitting an enigma of anticipating emotions. Ever have those days where you wake up feeling like something good is bound to happen? If so, why not go somewhere unexpected? You might just find a pleasant surprise. Beep beep, you found some spare change. Yay! Interesting. Aspiration. If there is a dream to be fulfilled, don't let pessimism take hold. Stay honest, stay determined, and you'll reach your goal in time. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it with a positive attitude. Yeah. I guess that's Shinagiku. And a full ultimate desire. Sometimes, no matter how much one wishes to see someone again, circumstances keep them apart. Sometimes, feelings just can be expressed the way one intends. Even so, never give up. One day, that wish will be granted. My ultimate desire is to live and atone for my sins. So that's Ojiro for sure. This one was Hina, and this could be anyone really. And this is probably Mita. Like when I think about it, this comment seems to be by someone on the crew. This could be also anyone. Honestly, if these other ones were supposed to... Okay, this is Koichi. I guarantee you this is Koichi. This could be 6% basketball cool head, huh? I don't know. Could be anyone. And I don't know if the other ones... What is also but I am still alive. Could be Ojiro as well, but I'm not sure. Some of these other... Like, this one definitely sounded like Otanda. Yep. Something feels like maybe we should take a nap. I can't tell for all of them, but these ones, yeah, those were clearly inspired in some of the characters. What about this one? I don't know. Then, this was the other code, the codes, right? Can I craft them? There are some that I can't craft. Yeah, only the brewing program. Blade. Oh, this is annoying, bro. Why is this here? I don't know why they are like that, but okay. Maybe it's space. So let's try to read them all in order. So let's go with these ones. What do we have here? We have the blades and the codes. These are the fractal vice drops. Oh, and I can actually craft the cores here. Oh, because this was convert materials, I see now. And then we have some of the weapons. I think it's out of order because I can craft some, but not all of them. So that's what's going on. Okay, let's start with the core. So we have the codes. A data storage device that uses the same manufacturing techniques used to make XP balls. Pressing the button in the center will retrieve the information stored within. There was a man in Minato who was said to be the bravest of all. Using his XP data can make one brave and decisive. A man is to be brave. Minato brave? Is that Shunkamiya or... I'm not sure. Blade. So next is the blade data, the tier 2. Okay, so I think this first paragraph is the same with all of them. Charging forward when at a disadvantage with no chance of winning. That's no courage, but recklessness. Charging forward without thinking about the consequences and calling yourself brave. Are you a monkey? Okay, I think that's Katsuki. And then the program. Okay, there was a man in Minato who was said to be the bravest of all. These were his last words. Going after anyone without thinking. Does this really count as being brave? Sometimes it is important to hold back and wait for the right moment. Okay, maybe it was Shunkamiya, because if these were his last words... okay, this one is the courage code. This is actually the Minato. I think they're sorted alphabetically. That's what's going on. Yeah, B... No, never mind. This is brewing and this is courage. I don't know what the order is. It's really weird. But let's just go over them. So this one was the newest one added in Chiyoda. In fact, they mostly drop in Chiyoda. Like, I don't think they drop in the other ones, but mostly you will get these ones from the chests. Oh, by the way, we'll check these ones as well. Well, I'll go into my items later, but with these, that you can only really get in like loot boxes, the little reward boxes, you can actually craft these tier 1s. Because if not from that, you can only get them by opening chests or playing the specific rifts that drop them. So let's go over these ones actually. Courage code. Yeah, okay. The first paragraph is the same in all of them. There was a boy who never gave up when facing despair. and became the hope of the people. Using his XP data can fill one with newfound strength. Patients deserve to possess the hope of a full recovery. I don't actually know who he's talking about. Koishi? Okay, playing XP with hopes held in one's heart is important. No matter what happens, one must always have hope. Even if they're defeated in the end, having hope in their heart is the key to keep moving forward. I will never give up. Victory will be ours. A program. There was a boy who became the hope of the people through XP. These were his last words. When facing endless challenges, one's hope may diminish. But as long as you don't give up, your wish will come true one day. Mew is my only hope. Okay. I don't necessarily think that this is saying that this is the person, because that would be Geo with last words. Though, okay, if you've read the chapters 4 and 5, oh my god. That's why I'm so sad that they ended, but you know, Kodaka, in case you're not aware, Kazutaka Kodaka, who is, you know, the legendary writer of Danganronpa and 100 Line, and of course he collaborated in this game as well, but just as a designer. He's taking the mantle and continuing the story of Tribe 9. I believe the official launch is November 21st. There's already a teaser website. I don't know whether or not in the 21st we'll have the official translation, because Axis volunteered to help in the translation, so that's crazy. Like, the Neon Tribe project is growing in a really impressive way, and you know, people are thinking if this really like goes well, it could really change a precedent in the gaming industry, because they killed this game. Akatsuki killed the game, but the fans had so much passion that they, you know, talked to some of the creators or the collaborators of creating the game, that they launched a non-profit project to continue it. And again, if things go well, we might actually get a game. I'm not saying it will be exactly like this game, but a type of game. And the story that was being told in this game was insane. Like, seriously, chapters 4 and 5, the revelations in there were crazy. That's why I'm so sad that they stopped. And again, the people in Akatsuki that were mainly handling are not part of Neon, which is a little bit sad, because I would have really liked to see where they were taking it. But I trust what Kodaka comes up with. Hopefully, maybe he can actually get an insight of what the original intent was going to be, but who knows. Anyway, let's go to the Ruin Code next. There was a woman who never backed down and always kept pushing forward when waste running. Using her data can grant one an indomitable spirit. It is important for a woman to have guts. If we're doing something, just keep pushing forward and never look back. Right, brewing data. The one that I can make is brewing, exactly. When base running, there are times when one needs to keep pushing forward, even when they are at a disadvantage. No matter how strong the opponent is, we need to keep pushing forward with burning passion. And then this one, the brewing program. There was a woman who never backed down and always kept pushing forward. These were her last words. Pushing forward and not looking back may sound scary, but you won't regret it. Gio never looks back. He has his eye on me and the front all the time. That's not a good thing either, is it? He has his eyes on me at the front all the time. Okay, so this one is Mew commenting and the other one is Gio commenting. Interesting. Argent Code. Okay. There was a man who came up with countless innovative ideas. Using his XP data can give one new insight. This could be Kazuki. Innovation is essential in everything. Oh, never mind. Probably got Tanda. Maintaining the status quo will only deteriorate performance. Though what's funny is that Gotanda doesn't use Argent in his upgrades. He actually used Brewing. Oh no, I don't know. Argent data. Let's see. No passion, no innovation. If one has a novel idea, they will need burning passion to execute it. I wonder if the person who first thought of matcha latte also liked tea. I actually don't think it's got Tanda, but we'll see. There was a man who came up with countless innovative ideas. These were his last words. Only those who overcome solitude and never lose faith are able to gain allies and succeed. That's right, I am not alone. I will fight alongside everyone. Actually, never mind, this is Ojiro. He likes tea. That's talking about Ojiro. I don't recall if he used Argent. I don't think so, actually. Astral Code. So originally there were 5 and then they had the 6th one, right? Okay, Astral. There was a woman who once ruled the bouts on base with the latest technology. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Once ruled the bouts on base with the latest technology. I think this is Oi. Using her data can improve one's chance of getting on base and stopping an opponent from getting on base. You should have a plan rather than just rushing like a boar. The greater the power, the harder it is to control it. But according to the data, being able to control power as one wishes can improve one's XP skills. It is up to oneself to decide where to make good use of the power or let it go to waste. The history of mankind depicts a history of power. Perhaps this is why technology was developed. Okay. There was a woman who once ruled the bouts on pace. These were her last words. Power alone cannot bring you to greater heights. One will eventually reach their limits. Being able to use various skills is what truly matters. XV is also about skills. You can't win with power alone. And to be honest, I don't think this is Oi. I think it's Yui Kamiki. But I don't really know if it's any other of the characters. Huh. And then the final one is the accurate code. Yo Kuronaka actually uses this one. There was a man who spent all his life collecting loads of XP data from various places. One can obtain a crucial knowledge through this data. This data? That data? I want to know the data of previous XP players. Probably not Yo, right? Getting your hands on the intel of your opponents beforehand is crucial in an XP game. Someone with such belief made detailed records of game statistics and player habits. I think it's Kazuki actually. It is important to get your hands on the intel of your opponent before the game. There was a man who spent all his life collecting loads of XP data. These were his last words. Accurate as any statistics may be, it is always difficult to predict human emotions. My morning passion can't possibly turn into data, can it? This comment speaks to me more Hyakuchi Taro, but I'm not sure. Okay, those are the codes. Okay, here's the thing is, it's better to look at the back because default. Yeah, there's like the low rarity ones that we can't actually craft. So let's see here. Like for example, we'll see some in here. Okay, I guess let's finish with these ones and then I'll go in order. Unmarked code. Data storage is a device that uses the same manufacturing technique used to make XP balls. This is the raw material of it. Compared to other types of codes, this mysterious storage device appears blank and it's only known to contain data not yet analyzed. It can be converted into other types of codes at the crafting bench. It's able to substitute any type of code. That's convenient. Okay. Let's go over the enemy drops and stuff like that. Oh wow, I don't have the Melos key. Can you craft that one? I can't. But you know where I can put it. Actually, this is better. In delivery requests we can actually see them. Let me cancel these ones so we can actually see. Yep, there we go. So we have cores in here. Let's go over these ones then. I'll say you could actually see them in order in here. Let's begin with this one, which is the one for the shark. Rage Stabilizer, so these are the shark drops. A very large fin on the back of shark. When it emerges, people will be terrorized and scattered for safety. Due to its iconic features, if one carries it around, they will surely attract attention. Ah, it's a shark! It's a shark! This is the biting, so I think this is the teeth. A fang packed with rotating thin blades. It resembles a chainsaw. It was originally developed for a show, so a mock-up would have sufficed. I think it probably meant sufficed. However, the developer had an unusual passion for sharks, so the end product turned to be durable for combat as well. Next is the Brave Driver one. Give me a second here. Just drinking some water. Because talking this much always dries my throat. Okay. Brave diode. I think this is like the core or something. A diode that is especially manufactured to help Brave Diver maintain its glamorous dazzle. Brave Diver would not be as radiant as it is if not for this. There are up to 16,800,000 color tones to choose from. More than enough for people to stay absorbed for its glimmer. I somehow doubt that's really the case. And the Brave Engine. The engine on Brave Driver's chest that propels its kinetic forces. It's fatally fit. So, a funny thing, in the zero stamps, I think you're supposed to like deplete the core or something to knock him down. I have no idea how you actually do that. Because for the shark, you are meant to point him to charge to one of the balls that he throws, and that way he gets stunned. But for Brave Diver, I just kind of kept attacking him until he collapsed to the ground. I don't really know what was the thing that you had to do. And for the tree, that one actually you just hit the balls when he starts throwing them. Yeah. So I never actually understood how you properly knock the Brave Diver down. I never got it. One may wonder, why wasn't it designed to be planted deeper? You've got a point there. It would lose all its coolness. But it would lose all its coolness. Don't you think that's nothing? Do you think that it's nothing special? Wait. Is that just wrongly formatted? Oh. Interesting. The description can't be seen in there. Well, that sucks. However, I can't go down Stubbornville with this, and this one is a shark. Oh, that's so bright. Don't you think that is nothing special without a shiny part? Molluscea. So this one is from the tree. A piece of emerald green flesh carved out of Rakusakai's eye. Rakusakai. Okay. Its distinct smell and unsettling vibrant color make it utterly unappetizing. Yet, with the right treatment, it supposedly transforms into a delicacy of a varied flavor. Whoever named this must have already know how to cook it. Give me 1 second. If I go back to here, can I really not see the full descriptions? Because that actually defeats the point that I was trying to do. Yeah, I actually can't. That sucks. However, I think I can see this one from here. I click in here and I click on the drop. Yep. Limpid pouch, a pouch-like organ that stores the bodily fluids of Rakusakai. Its gem-like radiance makes it look nothing like an internal organ. But the moment one attempts to grab it, drawn by its shimmering beauty, its soft texture sounds the melodies of betrayal. Bursting open and spraying black liquid everywhere. Oh, so that's the things that go out of it. It's the demise of one's favorite t-shirt. Not even the premium cleaning services will be able to remove the stains. Okay. Let's try to keep reading from the back. Since it's a little bit hard. I think I have most of their materials. No, that's not true. But I have them in the crafting table. So let me go to the crafting table. Oh, I know. Actually, I'm really dumb. Because, for example, well, the things that you can't craft, but I was saying, oh, what about these? I can see the descriptions of these from here. So these are materials from Fractal Pies. Oh my god, I have so many. Honestly, something that I want to do for fun. Just for fun. Before the game ends, like right when it ends, is just craft everything. I have enough Kane, so I can definitely do it. Just craft everything to the highest tier that I can and see how much I get. So Polyhedral Codex 1. an alternate dimension substance generated in fractal bias. It is said to be condensed data, but no one knows the details. One's emotions might waver just by staring at it. We weren't able to analyze it with our technology. Then the 2, the dimension substance generated in fractal bias, it is said that the data inside is related to human emotions, but no one has been able to prove it. When one looks at it, they might start to doubt the reality that they are in. Huh? Wasn't I just looking at this rock? Why is my consciousness fading? And then that final tier, this object has divided into a realm that the object has dived, into a realm that no one can reach. Its physical body has transformed into spirit. Those who are able to get their hands on it will feel the anxiety of being banished into a multiverse and will also gain a strong will. It's testing us. It wants us to see which path we'll choose. What the hell are with descriptions, bro? That's crazy. What the hell were they thinking with all of this? Okay. So let's go here. We've seen all of this, all of the cores and stuff. So these are some of the boss materials. Again, we can actually see the base version here. So yeah, let's just go in this order. Dead Eye. This is from the Deadly Red Alert, which is, so it's funny. There's those two snakes. They look really similar. Where's the other one? Oh, that's interesting. No, actually, where is it though? Oh, no, I'm thinking of this one. Double joint. Oh, and then this is the last one. Okay, I'm sorry, I got confused there for a moment. So yeah, I'm thinking of this one. So I think this one is the... Oh, which one is Deadly Red Alert? Oh, okay, Deadly Red Alert is the one that has a central body and then the mini legs. And tentacles are the multiple ones. That's it, so... Head component of Deadly Red Alert. It may resemble a giant eyeball, but Deadly Red Alert's actual detection capabilities rely entirely on the tentacles. Vision is practically non-existent. Though blind, a single gaze alone is enough to freeze those it stares at in shelter terror. That eye. It sees right through the sins of humanity. Cheap head. Head component of the Deadly Red Alert. Yeah, I guess it's the same. Originally developed by Magata as an autonomous weapon. Oh, so he actually did make this. Oh yeah, I mean, he had them in his lab, so that makes sense. Its self-replicating and self-enhancing capabilities quickly spiraled out of control, rendering any attempts to stop it futile. Now its crimson-stained eyes serves to only one purpose, to reduce all nearby humans to dust. When that crimson eye glares at you, it feels like there's no more escape. And the Furious Commander. Originally developed by Magata as an autonomous weapon, but even for an autonomous machine, could Magata have ever anticipated its sheer resilience? The emergency safety mechanisms have long since been overridden by red, malignant, self-propagating cells. At this point, not even its creators can contain it. Well, his creator is dead, so... Magata has created a true demon. Wow, that is quite insane. Then we have the worms, or tentacles, sorry. Single joint, a connecting component of tentacles. These parts follow a strict hierarchy. Newcomers are assigned to positions closest to the ground, enduring grueling conditions before working their way up. Promotion after promotion, they inch closer to the head component. Ultimately, their greatest dream is to become a part of Deadly Red Alert himself. Oh, so tentacles are literally just like the base version of Deadly Red Alert, and then the finished one is the other one. But it's funny because they're both different bosses. Even machine parts are caught up in the corporate race. Rat race these days. That's crazy. These parts follow a strict hierarchy, starting from the position closest to the ground and climbing their way to the head component. Just like in human society, some advance through dungeon work while others team up with peers, striving to stand out and fast-track the rise to the top. Hey, check that out! Another cloud-chasing part trying to skip the ranks. And then the one that I don't have enough to craft is a triple joint. This part follows strict hierarchy, okay. Just like in human society, the competition for success in the world of parts is cutthroat. Sometimes, fed up with the relentless climb, a group of mid-tier parts will band together and stage a revolution. What the hell? They are supposed to be mechanical parts. Yeah, I think I heard something like, I refuse to live and die, just another cock. Huh. Okay. Next we have these rockets, which are from the destroyer, right? Missile equipped on the destroyer, Broken Eraser Mk4. It is an exploded ordnance, but has been defused, so there is no risk of it exploding. The destroyer's destructive power can be seen from the structure and remnants of the missile. This kind of thing shouldn't have been made in the first place. Okay. This is the Mk4. Okay, this is Broken Eraser, this is the Eraser. This missile equipped on the destroyer, it is an exploded ordnance, but it has been defused. Okay, that's the same. The destroyer was an unmanned weapon equipped with AI and was used by Zero to invade Neo Tokyo. No one knew for sure how it was made. I wonder if my missiles are stronger than theirs. Is that the Noki? And the Lethal Eraser Mk4. It is an unexploded ordnance. Okay, the people who possess these weapons, who were they fighting? Did such a formidable enemy exist in Neo Tokyo? Can I take it apart and check it out, please? Yeah, that's a Noki for sure. Alright, so that's the rocket, and next we have the headpiece, broken headpiece, the headgear of Endrone. Because it never refuses any challenge, it fights day in and day out. As a result, its helmet is in tatters. However, this is the very proof of Endrone's life. Remember that we read from the card that there's a person inside, right? Feels like a nice way of living. when you have the complete lore, there's a person inside the Endrone. That is crazy. It's not just a robot. Okay, Scratch headpiece. By constantly fighting challengers, it has gradually gotten the hang of combat and it's less prone to getting hurt. So the helmet seems to be in a relatively good condition. I thought about trying it on, but it doesn't fit at all. And then the perfect headpiece. Having mastered the art of fighting, it doesn't allow a single hit on the head now. As a result, its prize helmet is still in perfect condition. A head wound is a night shame. Okay. These look like the core, specifically like these ones, but it's actually heart. So this is the one from Death Penalty. The core and heart of Death Penalty, Heart of Vengeance. It used to be beautiful in the shape of a heart, but after being illegally modified, it became distorted. Even the sense of pure justice has changed into the urge of desire. Everyone is pursuing their own sense of righteousness. Forgotten, Heart of Vengeance. It used to be a beautiful in the shape of a heart. Okay. The memories of making correct judgments are long gone. The judge robot, having completely lost its ability to distinguish right from wrong, is no longer trusted by anyone. To me, money is justice, and its thought will never waver. Okay, that's Todoroki. And the Weeping Heart of Vengeance, which is like a pulsating core heart. Justice is constantly changing its form and will one day become someone's evil. A wrong verdict can cause the lamentations of thousands of people. Am I really right? Alright, those are the mini bosses. Now we have some enemy drops. Starting with the ninja ones, Moe Caltrops. Caltrop favored by maid ninjas. Balancing the identities of both a maid and a ninja means dealing with persistent, overly deceptive fans. When such individuals overstep their boundaries, these Caltrops serve as a righteous deterrent. They're just regular Caltrops, okay? What's up with this Moe thingy? Then we have Moe Shuriken. Shuriken favored by Moe ninjas. For a ninja, image is everything. That means a shuriken is a must-have. Sure, they don't always fly straight, but when they go off course, spectators simply murmur, "Cute. Cute, mates are the pride of Neo Tokyo. I don't accept rebuttals." Probably Mita. And then the Moe Kunai. Kunai favored by the main ninjas, originally designed for digging and climbing, but such greedy tasks are hardly befitting of a maid ninja. These Kunai now serve exclusively for throwing and close combat. When she sets her sights on a target, there's no escape, not even for her master's heart. I'll capture your heart, yeah? Alright. Now we have the chair scan. Okay, so remember that those things were actually just modified to be robots, and it took me so long to realize until I read the attention card. A beer bottle cap found in one of the tank of Cheersy. Yeah, that's the enemy. It's hard to distinguish because it's rusted, but it can be a gem for collectors. It's recommended to remove the rust first. Don't you find the crown printed on it rather charming? We have a can. A beer can from the tank of Cheersy. It's as if someone's saying, "Yes, I live only for this drink." Taking a closer look, it seems to be a rare can. We don't sell alcohol in Hina's shop. Huh. And then a bottle. Beer bottle found in the tank of Cheersy. It is as if someone's been saying, "That's right, this is the best bottled drink ever." Taking a closer look, there's a label on the side showing a brewery no one knows about. In business settings, drinking skills are also essential. Yeah, that's probably good then. Now we have the servos. So we have the normal servo, a motor built into the cannon. It is already installed in the product upon purchase. It has standard speed and power and is very popular among beginners for it is very user friendly. Choosing the right parts is important even in games. It's always good to have something that is easy to pick up right off the bat. Now we have the booster servo, motor built into the cannon, an upgraded model that advanced users have strong quirks for. It's nothing bad though. You know, these descriptions almost make it feel like they're being used for race cars or something. Like Pocket Circuit from Yakuza. Rumor has it that users are always worried about their monthly electric bill because the servo consumes more power than usual. I've never worried about something as trivial as electricity bills in my life. Huh, that's probably Todoroki. And then the plasmatic drive servo. Medieval into the cannon, its power is unimaginable. According to some anecdotes, a certain tournament was cancelled because of its usage. For that reason, public usage has been prohibited. However, there are still individuals who are keen on violating this rule, and this has stirred unrest within people's mind. The horsepower seems promising. Next we have the cheese, so rotten cheese. The energy core that rolled out of cheese. That's disgusting. You know those things are supposed to be shoes? So what the hell is this? It looks like cheese, but it's actually an energy core. An energy core? Really? I can't believe it for this one, but... Huh. Cheese is a fermented food, so it's fine even if it's rotten. If you put it in your mouth with such casual attitude, you would be greeted with excruciating pain. Who would have thought something so dangerous would come out of something so cute? Come on, cheese. Okay. It's rare to see eyes on cheese. It's rare to see eyes on cheese? However, it is said that you can easily buy one at specialist store. Cheese is a perfect match with wine. Shining cheese. Energy core roll of cheese. Yeah, okay. Shining with rainbow colors, it's obvious that it has some bad effects on the human body. However, I mean, is that actually a thing or is that just a wrapper? Rumor has it that if you take a bite, you will feel extremely pleased as if your consciousness has been driven to paradise. Yeah, that's called that. I don't think I can make a dish with this. And now we have the cloth, so Shikaku thread. Oh, so that's just thread. Ah. No, I had been wondering what the hell were those things. I thought they were like chains. Thread used to weave the bandana someone dropped. Its bold black color will surely attract people's attention. What's more, it seems that there is about 300 different shades of black. Nah, no way. Oh, the hem is frayed. Let me fix that for you. And we have the cloth piece of the bandana someone dropped. It has become rather tattered after years of usage. Now two scars are identical, a proof of existence and a true badge of honor. He continues to fight even when he's covered in wounds. Damn, this guy's the real deal. And the Shikoku bandana. A bandana someone dropped. It was originally used to hide one's face, but the flashy pattern on it has somewhat mitigated the intended function. Perhaps its original purpose has been forgotten due to an excessive desire for approval. This guy looks pretty badass. And then finally we have the folders, or the documents. Strange document. A single sheet of paper with something fishy written on it. The recorded content appears to be something rather unspeakable. The owner seems to have been quite dissatisfied with the content, so it is in a very poor state. However unacceptable it may be, it's not a great idea to dump your document around. Strange folder. Folder containing sheets of paper with something fishy written on them. The recorded content is inconsistent and difficult to understand at first glance. The owner seems to have treated the item fair enough, as it is relatively clean. Let chaos prevail. And then the strange ledger. A ledger filled with thick sheets of paper with something fishy written on them. The golden cover shines so brightly that it can blind one's eyes. The owner seems to have taken good care of it, and not a single scratch can be found. Ha ha ha! I guess the poor are destined to be exploited by the rich. Yep, that's so rocky. Okay, so that's what I can craft, and that's the materials. We have some other ones. This is what you get when you kill Patymons. Oh my god, look, I've disassembled like 8,000 of them. That's crazy. Yeah. So you can only carry 3,000. And you use some of these to do Patymon. That's the funny thing, like these ones are useless and these ones are useless. You only need these ones for the Patymons. The par. Okay. Digital Energy Food K. A digitalized energy source that is obtained after compressing compatible monsters. Kilobytes of data blooming like flowers. It can also be used as combining material. Precious data shining like the stars in the night sky. How beautiful. Now we have the purple one, or M. Oh, kilobyte, megabyte, and then gigabyte. A digitalized energy source that is obtained after compressing compatible monsters. Megabytes of data. Yeah. Blooming like flowers. It can also be used as a common material. This must be noble and top class energy, right? And then the G, which is gigabytes of data, blooming like flowers. It also can, yeah. Combining materials sounds romantic enough. Okay. And then we get 2D presents. These are the presents that you can give to the characters. Each character likes one, and to my knowledge, they don't have like preferences for the other ones. What happens is when you, for example, this is Gotanda's. When you give it to Gotanda, he will get 20% of a bond bar, like the friendship level. He gets 20% of that. If you give any other item to Gotanda, like this one for example, it only gives 10%. Yes, I did measure it. Yes, I did confirm it by the pixel by getting 5 of these, and it fills an entire bar completely, and giving 10 of others, and it also fills the bar completely. So I confirmed it. I don't know internally how those points work. All I know is that one of these presents gives you 20% if it's for the character that they're meant for, and 10% for any other one. So let's read these ones. Katana Umbrella. Oh, actually first, the Judge Robot model. So you can actually craft this with this, which you can only get from the weekly exchanges, no, monthly exchanges, sorry. And also you could get them from things like Lux Phantasma and the planned but never released Ichinosuke thing that was gonna be in chapter 3 with Metafilm. That's how you got them, at least a few of them. So Judge Robot models, a model of the robot that once served as an XP referee. It's an item known to those who are familiar with XP in the past, whereas there's also seem to be people who were unaware of its background and simply collected the model out of interest. It's crucial to make the correct judgment in everything. Okay. Katana Umbrella. Who is this for? Oh, I guess it's for... yeah, it makes sense. This is for Ichinosuke, this is for Hinagiku, and this is for Saizo. That makes sense. A rugged umbrella upon first glance, but hidden within is a concealed blade. As a sword, it's fairly standard, but as an umbrella, it's an absolute top tier. The capability to cut out UV makes it a solid choice for a parasol as well. Lying in wait until the time comes to strike, just like a true ninja. Yeah, so this would have been for... well, technically speaking, I think you can earn it if you had Ichinose. Ichinose was the first numbers. Ichinosuke was the Akiba brother. If you have him as a guest and play Fractal Pies, then you could get this. Also, you can craft it, right? But whatever. DVD Box Special Edition. So this is for Hinegiku. A legendary anime set to be watched by every human being. The Ultimate Deluxe Golden Aria DVD Box, packed with mind-blowing extras, a 1000-page bonus novel, over 10 hours of voice actor interviews, and an entire dramatizing documentary of the life stories of every single staff member. This is all the entertainment I need. Well, I wouldn't know that this was for Hinegiku if it weren't because I know. Limited edition VR goggles. So these ones are for Saizo most definitely. A dream device for VR enthusiasts. According to the reviews, its ultra lightweight makes wearers feel just as if nothing is worn at all. The immersion is so intense that many users refuse to return to reality, leading to its discontinuation. So we get to live a totally different life. I think a lot of people had this in Chiyoda. Udon the Beast Event Limited. The best-selling album of Mita's idol, Udon Saga 45. So this is for Mita, of course. The best-selling album of Mita's idol, Udon Saga 45. Udon Saga. A limited edition which can be only obtained at a live concert. The idol is well known for her sweet and innocent voice, along with her perfect dance performances. The album also comes with a bonus disc which allows fans to enjoy each performance to the fullest. Come, time to purify your souls. No one is allowed to stand up straight, for everyone must kneel in the presence of God. Well, we know it's Mita, and this one is for Katsuki, cat meat stick. A snack loved by cats. The aroma of fresh ingredients can stimulate a cat's appetite, and no cat can resist bluefin tuna. Presenting this meat stick outside allows one to be instantly surrounded by cats. When the cats are happy, everyone's happy. That's a fact. By the way, yeah, I guess I forgot to say that these ones were also used to get to the EX levels of characters. So I also give for example. Oh, well, actually that's how you can tell that you needed this. You need 18 in total. 1 for EX1, I think is 3 for EX2, then 5 and then 8. I think it was 18 in total. I don't remember. Yeah, so he was a cactus. This is the order, okay. So he has this toolbox, he has this dumbbell, Todoroki has a mask, Tsuruga has, this is not soap, this is a novel. Hyakushitaro has a bike magazine, Hoi has her fluffy point, yeah, lumpy. Koichi has a fighting game for sure, yep. Miyu has contacts, Gio has spice grinder, oh, because he's good at cooking, right? Sugi has cake, well, it's a hairpin, but and Gio has tea. Actually, no, Gio is the one who liked tea, but there was someone else who liked tea also. I think Ojiro did like tea. Well, actually, we can read them from here, since that's what we're doing. So, actually, no, let's go back. The crafting bench. We can go in like the order that the game has them. So, the cactus. It's called Jasper. A mini potted cactus for Ojiro. The latest species developed by Neo Tokyo, and is considered a high-class succulent plant. It is said that the barrel cacti possessed a round shape in order to survive extremely dry environments. Some refer to them as the most evolved form of cacti. Just looking at the plant inspires oneself to grow. Covering yourself with thorns protects you, but it also prevents others from getting near you. Yep. Comment fit for Ojiro. Letter Business Journal. This is from Gotanda. A multifunctional business journal. It is excellent for managing schedules and tasks, and there's plenty of space for memos. The letter exterior adds a touch of luxury to the journal, befitting the image of a business person. It is the perfect choice for an outstanding man. A full schedule is what makes a business person valuable. Almighty Toolkit, we said that it was for Enoki. A toolkit containing all kinds of tools. One can deal with any situation with this tool set. Not only can it be used for unexpected repairs, but also for creating unknown gadgets. It is a kit filled with all kinds of possibilities. Just imagining the things I can create with this kit lifts my mood. Okay, professional dumbbell from Psycho. A heavyweight dumbbell made of pure steel. The weight The weight is adjustable, making it suitable for different workouts. The metal bars inside are heavier than what a normal person can handle, so this set is more recommended for pros. The key to cultivating a strong spirit is through daily conversations with one's body and listening to one's own voice. 19,851, 19,852, 19,853. Wow. Platinum Facial Mask from Todoroki. A premium facial mask. It offers an ultimate beauty experience that overturns conventional skincare routines. Or so the commercials say. Yet it's still a mystery as to why it costs 10,000 Kana per sheet. Some say the mask contains platinum powder, while others claims that its moisturizing essence is made from high-end champagne. My face is worth hundreds of millions of Kane. Wavering Dreams from Tsuruko. An old collection with no cover, and the pages have turned yellow. Oh, so it's an old book actually. Rumor has it that the story is so enticing it makes young girls swoon. Since the book is now out of print, it can no longer be found on the market. Oh, but you can find it in fractal buys every week, making this copy extremely valuable. Good, there's no one around. Now's the time to... Ultimate Gear Magazine. The Bike Glitz special edition of an XP Gear magazine. It focuses on Adachi tribe's fashion. Oh, treating motorbikes as glitz. Right. It's the Bike Glitz special edition of an XP Gear magazine. Because their footwear, quote unquote, in Adachi is their bikes. Okay, in addition to info on the bikes, there are also articles featuring leather jackets, pompadour, and butterfly knives, making it a must-have for delinquents. 1200cc motorbike is the best. Damn, I wish I could have grown taller. I could grow taller soon. Extra large Lumpy for Oi. A plushie of Lumpy, the mascot of a famous theme park. The extra large version is as big as a large dog, and it's perfect for cuddles. Oi's love for cute things is top secret, even Gotanda has no clue. The soft texture of the plushie makes people want to hug it tightly. Squishy and fluffy things are always the best for relieving work fatigue. Ah, it feels so good. Were you there this whole time? It was just supposed to have this as a secret, nobody knows. Fighters Mania. A magazine that contains information regarding all kinds of fighting games. Oh, so it's an actual magazine, not a game. The content ranges from niche game strategies, fighting comics, to player rankings in arcades. The magazine has a loyal fanbase, but due to the small audience and minor publication, it is hard to get one's hands on a copy. Pull the joystick to the right and input a 3-stage combo, then push it up twice to activate the ultimate skill. If only I could use this in real combat. Multifunctional compact mirror as a mirror, not lenses, sorry. For Mew. A compact mirror with multiple features, including a magnifying glass, rechargeable LED lights, and an angle adjustable holder. Suitable for checking one's makeup and appearance no matter the time, place, and scenario. The perfect item for a person who reassesses themselves. Heh, looks like I'm not being followed. Yeah, you could also use it for that. Professional Spice Grinder for you. A piece of kitchenware that can grind fresh spices automatically. A favorite of pro chefs, and it's highly recommended for people who love to cook. One can adjust the grind size to their preference. In addition to that, the grinder fits a person's hand perfectly, allowing people to sprinkle spices with one hand. It is an indispensable tool when cooking for your loved ones. Spices are the key to flavoring. In other words, it's the key to bringing smile to Mew's face. Lucius Fest Hairpin for Tsuki. A hairpin decorated with a strawberry shortcake on its tip. An event limited item from the sweets festival Lucius Fest, modeled after a famous pastry. More of a collection than a practical hairpin. Just by looking at it, one would have the irresistible desire to have a piece of cake, so it's best to put it away while on a diet. I didn't bite it, I just happened to put it near my mouth because my lips were itchy. And finally the teacup for Yo. A delicate ceramic teacup made by an artisan. It fits one hand perfectly, and it's even ideal embellishment for a tea tasting. Even if something unpleasant happens, taking a sip of tea from the cup can calm one's mind immediately. It tastes great. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, those were the gifts. That's all that I can see in this menu. So let's see if there's anything in my bag that I actually haven't read. Let's see. I've read all of these. Oh, I guess the actual ingredients, the food ingredients. So let's begin with the first one. Fish, an ingredient rich in protein and vitamins. Under the influence of the government rules, the amount of fish caught in the ocean has decreased drastically. The only fish available now are those raised in tanks and produced from factories. What? The lower class can't even get their hands on natural fish? That's sad. Grain. The raw substance of carbohydrates such as rice and wheat. There are more and more types of food to choose from nowadays. Due to lower consumption and the difficulties in maintaining a farm, agriculture has greatly declined. The main ingredient in everyday food is now synthetic chemical starch. Ew. Having some rice after exercise is the best. Maybe beef bowl. An ingredient, egg. An ingredient rich in protein. Even the shell is reproduced perfectly. Wait, what do you mean reproduce? One may wonder whether the chicken or the egg came first. Why not? For an egg is an egg. As it's made from processed protein, it has a long shelf life. When it comes to eggs, I can only think of omuraisu. Finally, the beef, an ingredient rich in fats and vitamins. After a serious invasion of Neo Tokyo, food shortages became the norm. To compensate, synthetic ingredients became a staple. Thankfully, the taste is practically identical, so most city dwellers don't mind. As long as it has flavor, I don't care what it is. Alright, we have some other materials that come from rifts in here and collectibles, so let's read those. Motherboard. An electronic circuit board found in computers. It connects various components and ensures smooth operation. In human terms, it's like that one social butterfly who knows everyone. But beware, such types often end up two-faced and people pleasers. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I am tired, but we are close to finishing. And I was willing to go to like an hour and a half, so we were close. Beware, such types often end up being as two-faced people pleasers. Something might happen in the past. Neo Chiyoda shard. So there's shards for every city. The crystallized shards of substances that emit otherworldly glow. Simply gazing at it sparks an insatiable thirst for knowledge. While it nurtures curiosity, its effect is oddly selective, feeling an obsession with games and anime. Oh, because it's like what's popular in the city. Ha! How about we turn Master's life into an anime? Turner dial, a magnetic component that improves image projection. It is said to pick up any kind of signal, making anything in the world visible, but some are concerned about seeing too much. After all, there are things in this world better left unseen. I just hack my way into any info I want. Salt Tear, a crystal that comes out of the eyes of the broken abandoned servant robot, Salt. Oh, that's why it's called that. It tasted a little salty. It was actually a crystal-shaped part using the robot's sight sensors. Ew. However, in an urban legend in Minato, it was said that it was the tear of an abandoned robot. I will not let your tears of sorrow go to waste. Boy's Shell. I mean, just look how many I own of this. And that's because I stopped collecting these things. I would have, this is the Shinagawa shard. Oh no, blood tear, never mind. I would have way more if I had continued, but I just didn't need to. Plus this is just too many. So, Voice Shell. Voice calls used in music players. It converts electrical signals into sounds, allowing users to experience delicate acoustics. It's popular among collectors because of its cute, shell-like shape, and the precious metal component it contains. This shell-like coil looks so tasty. I'm gonna give it a bite. It does kind of look like Ikuda. No. How do you call Samuro? Is it Ikuda? Minato shard. The crystallized shard substances that emit light strong enough for lighting. Oh yeah, the descriptions are different. Light strong enough for lighting. It's basically harmless to a human body, and hence was often used as an emulation source for lighting equipment in Minato. The never-ending glow seems to remind people not to forget their uniqueness and lose their shine. With it, I'm able to read even at night. Vision Cube. a magnetic material that can project images. It offers a noise cancelling function by filtering high frequency waves, making it a common component to be used in displays such as monitors. It feels a little heavy when held in hand. This material is said to be able to fetch a high price, thus inflating the prices of broken displays. I'm able to view a sensor content text to this. Wait, why are you here? Huh. Blood tear, a crystal that comes out of the eyes of Salty. After being overused by humans for a long period of time, the tear, which was originally crystal clear, has become completely murky. It's as if you can hear the lament of the robot destined to be disposed of after being used to its limits. It's not right to exploit robots and say they don't have emotions. Miracle Storage, an old-fashioned storage device installed on a PC. It's a little old, but it's still in good working order. There's a note that says, when I die, just erase the data without checking its content. But it's human nature to want to do just the opposite. A good-looking guy like me doesn't have any secrets to hide, though. Shinagawa shard. That's the one that I have a lot of. And because most of the rifts that I did were the Shinagawa one. The one that I did earlier in the stream, the unmatched shoes are fashionable. That has the highest XP yield of rifts, so that's why I was doing that one. I just kept doing it even after I didn't need XP because yeah, no reason not to. Like, the enemies that he has is easy, and the final enemies, which I saw was consistent, is also not that bad. Anyway, these crystallized shards of substances that emit light strong enough for lighting. Well, that one is the same as this one. Since they can emit light continuously, a lot of people in Shinagawa use them as energy source, and some type of business seems to be involved as well. We are currently running a competition for business ideas regarding the uses of these shards. We would appreciate your participants. Brown Cube, a magnetic material that improves image projection. It can enhance the resolution and make the images clearer, making it a must-have for movie lovers. Perhaps even to the extent of removing the censored parts. Sorry to inform you, but that's not possible. I wasn't going to use the branding erotic. And now we have the healing stuff. Multipurpose fabric. A carefully folded multipurpose fabric. It is known for being pure white, soft, and it's able to absorb water easily. Although it can be used directly on small wounds, it is recommended to collect a large amount of the fabric and combine it into a first aid item. I'm surprised to find a piece of clean looking fabric in a place like this. Industrial alcohol. There is still some industrial alcohol left inside. The manufacturer claims that this can remove 99.9% of bacteria. Although it can be used directly on small wounds, it is recommended to craft it, If this can be made into a safe and reliable super medical kit, I will definitely collect more. We've read this already, but now let's read the life data. Oh, I actually have two, because I used all of them to level up my character, so I do have a few here. This is the experience materials. Okay. Record storing experiences of various people. You can gain a bit of XP by using it. People who gave up on their dreams, people who fall before they achieve their goals. Learn from their experience and use them to help yourself grow. Just like the epilogue of a solar stream. Good life data. Also, this is supposed to be like the actual memories of people. A record storing experiences of various people, you can get some XP. A bit is some. Experience is essential for a person to grow. As the saying goes, heavy work in youth is quiet rest in old age. My past failures were not in vain. Next time, I'll get it done. And the great life data. You can gain a lot of XP by using it. It's important to learn from the experience of great people who have left their names in history and put it to use. If you want to know the details of what the great people did, just leave it to me. Alright, then we have Patymons, which don't have descriptions. You'd think that maybe they do, but they don't. Challenge item, this is where the side quest items would usually go when you have them. And this is the final one, so let's go over them. Fashion ticket, collect the tickets and exchange them for desired skins. I need 5 more, and I can get the Oi anime skin. That's what I want. Got the chance to exchange for the skins. I just need to have luck in the gacha boxes for Fractal Bites. I mean, I shouldn't even be doing Fractal Bites anymore because I don't really get anything else, but I just do it for that, honestly. just to try and get that. Enigmatic piece. So there's 3 varieties of them. This is the basic one, second and third. A fragment of a token that is valuable because of its rarity. The solidified remnants of Enigma entities, when they dissipate, mix with impure substance and is small in size. Huh. Why isn't this Enigma entities here? I thought you could see them here. That's odd. They're not here, right? Nonetheless, it seems that it can still be used as currency for exchanging items due to its rarity. A token that is valuable because of its rarity, enigmatic remnant. The solidified remnants of enigma entities, when they dissipate, mix with impure substances. So this one is the same, but this one is not in small in size. This is the same. A token that is valuable because of its rarity. The solidified fragments of enigma entities when they dissipate. These ones aren't impure. It seems that it can be used as a currency for exchanging rare items. Yeah, okay. Synchro metal, an item that can be used for standard synchro in place of enigma entity. Anything about it is still a mystery, and it seems to be unable to be used in all sorts of synchro. Use the where it can be used. Booster, a cartridge packed with huge amounts of energy, can supply power to compatible devices, and it's mainly used to activate rifts. Oh, so like you're literally powering them up to enter. Energy Max, Bing Bam Boom. Neo Tokyo Wonders Stamp. Stamps that were once used in Neo Tokyo. In the past, communication networks were not as developed as they are today. People needed to write letters to those in distant places. Stamps depicting the 4 seasons and beautiful scenery added colors to these exchanges. In recent years, where people mainly communicate with Nine and emails, stamps have lost their main purpose and have become the targets of enthusiastic collectors. The emotions expressed in letters are so romantic. TP. Mysterious card that can be enhanced tension cards. Using it can hype you up, but there definitely isn't any weird that it dips inside. Oh, seriously, it's true. Trust me. Now, the harder they try to deny it, the more suspicious it seems to be. I do want to see if I can see the description of some of these other items. Enigma entity. An item necessary for synchro, originally regarded as a substance that is impossible to manifest in Neo Tokyo, discussions among scientists suggest that its appearance might be related to zero. And in the Kane itself, the currency used in Neo Tokyo, mostly used for purchasing items. However, it can also be used to pay for the fees when leveling up items, such as tenant cards, or characters, you know. The smallest unit is 1 Kane. Don't mind us poor people who don't even know where to spend their Kane. Okay, yeah, that's it. I think that's all the items that we can see. I don't really think I can see anything else. Alright, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm almost done, I just want to do one few things. First, this is the 24 city version of drones, and I didn't own its extension card the last time that we did stream, so I guess I get it because you don't face these ones too often, but yeah, I didn't have it, so let's read it. Systems all green. 24 Canon Ikura. Yeah, Canon is the drums. Memories tainted by merciless white paint. Wow, this is long. A boy who dreamed of becoming an XP player always went to a nearby batting center. The pitching machine there had been his training partner for a long time, and they had spent lots of time together as if they were friends. Clang! Alright, fly! Ah! Bang! The ball he hit also hit his friend sometimes. Sorry! No problems detected. Systems all green. Oh yeah, the friend was the Canon. A few years have passed since then. Order has been lost due to the governing rules, and there are no more batting centers around. I wonder how it's doing. The boy, now a young man, wanders around a part of the city. As he walks through the streets to look for food, he arrives at a place where he used to pass by, and his childhood memories start to come back to him. Then a white drone descends before his eyes. Target acquired. Lock on. What? Isn't this area supposed to be safe? Most of the drones are now controlled by the invaders and have become enemies of the people. Having been modified in 24 City, the white Canon Ikura is particularly dangerous. Systems all green. Wait, are you? The drone has a dent on his head. Is the mark the young man made. Though the drone is now painted white, there is no mistaking it. Are you here to see me? However, the young man is being pointed at, commencing attack by the muzzle of a gun. Common occurrence in the city. Wow, that is messed up. That is messed up. Anyway, I think this is the only one. If I have another one, I have to double check. By the way, I have to convert them. Yeah. I mean, I usually have 93 back then, right? But I don't remember if I got any other. 94. Yeah, I think that's right. So that runs out what I have. Now, another one of the reasons why I wanted to stream is because I actually want to pull a little bit. As you see, I have 37,000, well, 36,000 if you remove the... Wow, exactly 1,222. So I have exactly 36,000 free ones. Oh god, I'll just wait for... So actually, you get this from here. When you come here to the exchange. And as you know, all of this is removed. Funny enough, you can still buy stuff here. Look, this is a Siso one. That's the funny thing, you can buy it. You can even examine it here. Even though Siso wasn't released. I don't know if Ichinosuke's skin can show up. Maybe this one because it was part of the battle pass. But as you know, it got refunded. So yeah, you can, if you still have paid entities, you can buy this, but don't, because the paid entities will be refunded in real money. So here's where you can exchange these. I'm just gonna exchange them when November comes and do the bulls there. Here's where you can buy these, but they're 100. And if I wanted more, I would need to either pull, which is what I'm gonna do now, or farm the bosses that can be easily taken down in Chiyoda, and then get their attention cards and convert them. But that takes so long, and it's only 20 per card, so it's not worth it. So I want to wolf rabbit, just a little bit. Let's see just what we get. See, 36. I didn't plan this at all. We have exactly 36,000. That's crazy. So let's just pull for a bit, see if we can get any. Let's do temples, okay? So that was 1. Oh, nice! I got the golden at 40. I got the guaranteed. Let's see what we get. 1 gold and 2 purples. Alright. Ooh. The Inoki tension card. If you're in Ota, your life might have already been taken. But we'll do it in a moment. I'll just skip this, bro. So we got Tsuki, which gives us 20 of these, and we can also enhance her, and the Yon tension card. Right, that was 2. I will do 8 more. Because why the hell not? What was the 3rd one? Yeah. 4th, nothing. The Psycho card, because it just makes it a loop. It's 5. Oh, Mutanda. Okay, because he's fully ascended, I get an extra 30. Okay. It's the 6th one. Tsuki also is fully ascended. 7th. Mita and Todoroki cards. I think the Todoroki card is full already for me. This is the 8th. Tsuki. We're at 68. Wow, really? Oh my god, finally I got it! The Gotanda card! Jesus! Because this one goes well with him, you know? I didn't even get to 5. Okay, look at this, bro. Story of my life. Of course. Boom kill pump. And then the final one. Woo! It's just me. I would have actually preferred that as because I own all the characters, so. Alright, so that was that. First let me do this. So I can. Miyujuju. Oh wait, I want to read it actually. Not like I'm gonna use it, but that's fine. So items, yeah, sorry, here. The Yo-Kart. Peach, but Yokunaga has a good eye for pitches. He often makes great hits and gets on base safely. Though slim, he is still skillful as a catcher. Tsukiro excels in delivering various pitch types to strike hitters out. Great at defending, so she's a trusted pitcher. Mijuju is known for her nimble feet. This has allowed her to always get on base. Yeah, I think that, remember the girl that always got on base? I think it was talking about her. No matter what she was. She also displays extraordinary combat skills during bouts. Okay, I'll just do that later. Let me go over the new cards that we got and read their lore, because that's what we do here. This is only these two. Okay. Unyielding negotiation skill. When a secondary attack hits, increase secondary damage by... Dude, this would have been... And the ironic thing is I get it the moment that I am done doing rifts and all of that. Because I got 1-5 with everyone, so I don't really need to do it anymore. I will keep doing weekly fractal bites for the next 4 weeks that we can do it. But that's about it. And also control, so... Oh, primary attack... Well, that sucks actually. That's not for Gotanda. If you're here for something, make an appointment first. Yutaka Gotanga. Aspiring business person who puts his heart and soul into gear development. What kind of relationship do you and Miss Oi have? Tsuruko made up her mind and asked the question. Gotanda, who understood what the question meant, laughed and answered immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we had a working relationship ever since we met. Ah, is that so? Tsuruko is impressed by his mature and calm response, but also somewhat disappointed. We joined the Shinagawa tribe at the same time. Among their peers, the two of them were especially talented. Gotanda naturally came to see Oi as a rival, and they ended up competing with each other for a special event among rookies. We both took part in the rookie-only project contest. A rookie contest? Shinagawa tribe had been researching and developing gear on its own since that time. We were a tribe, but we were also working like a company. Come to think of it, Gotanda was a new employee at the time. Being young, he thought that he had to come up with the best plan on his own to show for his abilities. As a result, I was in a serious bottleneck. That's when Oi approached me, asking me to show her my plan. She looked over the proposal and actively offered to help Gotanda. She had been working on her team's projects without any delays. However, she wanted to realize Gotanda's project even if she had to abandon it. I wanted to realize the same dream as you. Oi said with an earnest look. Realizing that he had been focusing only on the evaluations of those around him, Gotanda was ashamed of himself and decided to accept the help offered to him. In the end, with Oi's support, the project was completed and I won the contest. In fact, Oi has always been an excellent worker. I seem to have a tendency to lose sight of the world around me. Oi has always been there to grant me. I see. Well, keep what I just said a secret, okay? I have appearances to keep up. He smiled shyly as he said that. Based. That's Carter. By the way, I just got to the fight with Korba in Pokemon Legends CA, and yep, it looks just like him. It's crazy. We have Enoki's card, which is kind of and recovery effect. The Oda cards are really difficult to use usually. If you're in Ota, your life might have already been taken. Eyes of the Survivor. Surviving in Ota wasn't easy. Danger lurked everywhere. The eyes of the girl were sharp and wild. Enoki was missing. Though it was almost snack time, Tsuki was unable to find and trace her. Okay, I thought it was in the past. Tsuki, holding a donut, which was supposed to be today's snack, in hand when looking for her in the streets. Worried about her friend who had disappeared without saying anything, Tsuki continued her search even when it was already long past snack time. Right when the sun was about to set, she caught a sight of something familiar on the rooftop of an abandoned building. Her long twin tail swayed in the wind. The figure sat on the edge of the rooftop, past the old torn wire fence, looking at the city. "Look out!" Tsuki ran towards Enoki and was about to call out to her. But then Enoki, who had remained still, turned around suddenly. "What do you want?" Enoki glared at her sharply with blade-like eyes. Tsuki's words got stuck in her throat. Under the cold gaze, her lips trembled and she was not able to speak. "Oh, it's you, Tsuki." After what seemed like forever, Enoki's childlike laughter rang out like usual. "Sneaking up on someone is very dangerous, you know. If we were in Nota, you'd probably be torn to pieces by now." "Eh? Was all that scary?" "Nope, it wasn't scary at all. That was just part of our daily lives. Anyone around you could be your enemy. You needed to take them down before they get to you. Bam! Just like that." Enoki laughed and leaped over the fence casually. Then she seemed to notice something. She went to Tsuki's side and started sniffing. "Something smells good. Did you bring food?" "Oh, I do have a donut here. Let's try it then." Enoki took out a Rubik's Cube with all 6 sides perfectly arranged. "Huh? You want to trade this for a donut?" "Well, I've already solved the puzzle." Not caring if the trade was completed or not, Enoki ripped open the packaging in a flash and started chewing. A satisfied smile appeared on her face. She was back to her usual self. She was just thinking about the past. Okay, that's the only new ones. I'll just get rid of the notifications later. Okay, it's been almost 2 hours, but I think we are gonna call it here. I did finally read all the descriptions that I wanted, so that's cool. Yeah, so I guess that was the stream. Thank you everyone for watching, if you saw it live or if you saw it on the archive. I do want this to remain as an archive, and so people can see about the game in the future. I posted in the description, but I might as well say it as well. I wanted to make 2 streams before the game ended. This was the first one, and the last one's going to be on the day the game ends. Since the announce date just says 27th of November, I assume it's just gonna be at 00 Japan time. Hopefully they can clarify that in between this final month that remains, but the idea will be to be streaming that final hour or so. I'll have to think about exactly what I want to do on it. I'll definitely be pulling the rest of my currency, and I think I'm gonna be playing some XP, which I've never really done in these streams besides the video that I posted at the beginning of the year. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, and that's it. I am tired. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and don't forget, you're always welcome in my town. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.